everybody, welcome to the Wepa Show. Woo! Doing it up. Yeah. I'm Al Mega with the co-host Wepa. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. How are you, Dodgy? It has been a minute. So, folks, y'all don't know the legend of Dodgy, the Crusader from Oz. He's been with us a minute. Had a little hiatus, personal life, but he is back full force. I love that horn,
man.
Bro.
I love the intro, bro. Thank you for having me. I'm really glad to be back.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to have you back, man. Got to meet you. You're one of the few Crusaders I got to meet in real life from, overseas, which was fun. Hope we get to do that again real soon, brother. I know that you've been killing it this week. You sent me this wonderful list of topics because the Yeah Now Wepa show. Let people, Dodgy, the floor is yours. Give them an idea of what this is about.
Well, the show really has no identity. Think of Seinfeld in a comic books format, the show about nothing. So we're just going to talk about stuff that happened either during the week or history of, but everything related to comic books, pop culture, and anything in between. So strap yourselves in and enjoy the ride. This is the first ever episode, and I am going live, so I'm a tad bit nervous, but you know what, man? I really don't care, and let's get on with the show.
Listen, you're riding with our Mega. Never fear. Woo! That's how we do. Yeah, man. You're gonna make me talk about something I really don't want to talk about. That upsets me.
Is that the Super Bowl?
Oh man. How this dude, I left Mass to get away from these people, apparently. They trade him to where I'm at now. And in year one, what in the hell? All right. Listen, record this, folks. I'm only gonna say this once. He is the GOAT.
I'm really glad to hear you say that, bro, because I'm an outsider looking in. Seriously, Brand, I'm an outsider looking in. I really don't follow football, but I know who Tom Brady is. And I've heard the comparison from Michael Jordan to Tom Brady. A lot of people are just dissing it. But look at the accolades, bro. You know, if you think about it, right, 199th pick. 6th overall. 6th round. Bro, seriously, bro. Who would have thought that a 6th rounder, 199th pick would be the GOAT?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, insane. I mean, I wasn't a fan of him because he was obviously a nemesis to my Giants. Yes, guys, I'm a Giants fan. I know. I must be a masochist that loves pain, apparently.
Exactly. So, I mean, just to give the people who really didn't watch the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31 over the Kansas City Chiefs 9 points. And there was one thing that was mentioned in the first quarter was that Tom Brady never scored a touchdown in a Super Bowl. So, I mean, and to actually achieve it, and after the commentators mentioned, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, listen, bro, for me, it's insane. Like I said, he followed me out here, apparently. It's horrible that I had to still deal with the Brady pain, as a Giants fan, even out here. But again, he did his thing, especially at his age.
I know,
hey, man, I'm a 40-plus dude. You know what I mean? Shout out to the folks watching right now with Raider and Clep CX. Tune in to Clep CX too, Dodgy. If you don't know our boy from the Critics family, he got his own joint out right now. And he talks about TV shows. And let me tell you, he is smashing it. So check out our boy Clep CX on YouTube.
Absolutely. So for Tom Brady, his fifth, he won his fifth,
ring.
Super Bowl.
He's gonna be looking like Hal Jordan real soon.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you think about it, right, he was drafted in 2000, and he actually won his first Super Bowl in 2002. So he wasn't a late bloomer. 2 years, but he was actually coming off the bench, and there were 6 other quarterbacks chosen ahead of him. I wonder how the recruiters felt.
Yeah, but still, it's just painful. God, here goes Clap thrown in our face once more.
Mm-hmm.
Brady is the GOAT.
Indeed,
yes, damn it, I guess. Yes, he is. Darn it, gotta admit it.
So Al, just let me ask you a question, right? With the Super Bowl, what does it mean to you as a football fan? Like, even though your team isn't always in the Super Bowl,
fun.
It's fun.
It's a fun experience because that those are one of the few years that like my wife doesn't really watch sports, but when she hears there's gonna be a performance and there's gonna be funny commercials, all of a sudden she's in. So it becomes this family thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it makes it feel special. I'm there for the game, some of the commercials because they are funny, and the performances, you know what I mean, depending on who's performing. So, but yeah, we enjoy it as a family, and then I root for a team, and in this instance, I'm always.
Finals.
Are you seriously going to ask me? I'm always going to root against Brady, even if I don't like the other team. I'm a hater. I admit it. I belong on the player haters ball, bro. You know what I mean? Mega, I be going there with a fur coat and all, bro.
Exactly.
I got my yellow and black pimp hat.
I hate you, and I hate you.
Snap, 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 snap. Did you hear that that's coming back to TV on Netflix? Chappelle Show. They signed a new show.
God.
I can't wait.
I love that show so much.
Let me tell you, we put on for one of our friends from the mastermind that I hold with our team members on Monday nights, and this guy was a filmmaker from Ireland that never seen the Chappelle Show.
Really?
So yeah, showed him 2 skits. Obviously,
one?
the player hated ball. And man, this guy was. May he rest in peace, brother. But it was him and Charlie Murphy, both of them rest in peace. What an incredible skit, man.
Yeah, that was probably one of the greatest skits of all time. Second for me was the Prince episode.
Oh man, when he was killing it on the basketball court, son.
This ball thing. Let's play some basketball.
Dude, he had moves, son.
Yeah,
man, he also rest in peace. They're like, Chappelle shouldn't be talking about nobody, man. Be dying.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's legendary. And even the Tyrone Spiggins, it's like, bro, that's just the best.
Well, let's see what happens when he brings it to Netflix. Yeah, but with Brady, as he was saying, bro, I admit that he's the GOAT. It was a great game, but it was a fun game, not a great game. A great game to me means that it's touchdown for touchdown, a tight game.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'm tired of blowouts, honestly, in sports. I want to see tight games. I want to see competition. Listen. You're in the championship, yo. Fight. You know what I mean? Me, I would have been going Brady's knees all day long, for real. Bro, don't make me be on the defensive side, trying to stop Brady. Hell no, bro. Brady, I'm going to
try to make a turnover. Try to intercept the ball at least.
Something move, but again, that's what happens. Why Brady is the GOAT? He is a great leader on the field.
He is.
That's what it is. Experience, and again, he comes to this team in Florida and does what he does in year 1 with Gronk. Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. What's up here?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if they were the only 2 players? Just kidding. But yeah, the whole team, they kicked ass this year. They did what they did, and good for them, bro. Kudos. And again, for 40 plus, respect.
I know, right? Absolutely. So we're going to jump on to the next topic. This one is a little bit controversial in my opinion, and I think a lot of fans would be thinking the same way, and that is the new Thunder Tank from Super 7, retailing at a price of $500.
Yeah, look at this amazing thing, though. 500 beans, bro. But
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I mean, Super 7 are taking pre-orders. You can also buy it through Big Bad Toy Store, which you just have the link there. One of the key features I find is the fact that it's got working, tank treads, articulated jaw. I love the jaw feature because, for people who are not familiar, that jaw is to dig up ground. It's not actually used to like chomp on enemies and stuff. But yeah, man, look at that. And it's going to take
look cool, bro. Hella cool.
Yeah. You wouldn't really have a shelf big enough for that. That's for sure.
But hey, it may be $500, but you're only going to pay $4 shipping.
Yeah, but how much will it cost for me, man? Like,
for Australians, that's 4 times like 50.
Well, I mean, I can guarantee you it's going to go for about $1,000.
Look at this, though. Look at this. It's beautiful, though.
It's very
actually, guys. I've been messing this even up further for you. Even bigger pictures. Look how gorgeous, yo.
Yeah, it is a beautiful piece, and it can seat 6.
Look at that. It got a badonkadonk too, folks. Look at this. Look at that. Look at them treads.
Nice rub.
Look at that. This is so fire, bro.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Look at this.
As I said, it can seat 6 figures, and the figures.
But wait, are the figures the same size as the OG figures?
No.
Oh, no, smaller, bigger?
Bigger, between 7 to 8 inches.
Oh, word. That's what she said. Sorry.
Absolutely. But I mean, one of the great things about it is that this line is going to be pre-order. So Super 7 will basically distribute the figure based on or the actual toy line based on how many people pre-order, which means there could be a limitation. So if you don't pre-order, you may not even get your hands on one.
So rated things that'll cost you about $100 to send that over there, just in shipping alone.
Yeah, and that's without the conversion rate.
And is that real gold at least? Come on, for that price.
Well, yeah, it definitely should be.
Like gold dust, give me something. But again, it's beautiful. I'm pretty sure Klebsy X, and I know he's an 80s fan too. Our homie, and I'm pretty sure he's salivating right now. Whether or not he would spend $500, who knows? Well, maybe he got to lay it down.
Or maybe he'll buy 3. You have one on the shelf, one in the box, and one to flip maybe 3 years from now.
Yeah, but oh my God, look at the top view on this.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, man.
Raider says that it's the size of a small car.
Yes. It absolutely would be. But yeah, man, like it's a beautiful looking unit, that's for sure.
Look at this. You're right. Look at that. You can see all those figures there, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And they're big too, man. Like they're not small.
Look at that. Yeah, I wish they would fire something, even if it was foam. You know what I mean? Look at that.
Yeah, that would be fun. Like a Nerf type.
Right?
Type gun, yeah, for sure.
But dude, this is so TV show factual.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
oh man, look at this when it's ripped apart. I love this look here. Look at that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn, man.
This is why you're paying 5 beans for this.
Yeah.
And if you get that figure, oh my God, that's gorgeous. Look.
Yeah. No, absolutely. They also released the Mumra. I think Mumra in his mummy cloak recently. That looks really nice, man.
Doesn't it? Dodgy salivating. I just saw him do the Homer right now. Get a tissue, brother. There goes Mumra that you were talking about. Yeah. Is that one?
Yeah.
All right, look at the size. So is this like a grown man holding these figures?
It is a grown man.
Jesus Christ, that tank is huge in comparison to the figures.
Yeah, I know, right? And the figures are more.
Wow.
Super 7 are really mad with their toy line, man. Since they bought the
look at that
molds, yeah.
Panthro kicking some butt right there, son.
I love Panthro.
Bro, but this is Thundercats, not that crap Thundercats Roar they're giving us in Cartoon Network right now. How dare they disrespect this franchise on that level? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is dope. Oh my God, this picture's fire. I can't wait till Bobo Mac gets this. Bobo Mac Crisis Toyverse, folks. If you want to see a top toy review show, just go to our Comic Crusaders World of Course. Look for Crisis on the Toyverse with Bobo Mac. His reviews are fire.
All right? They certainly are.
Look at this. Look. Oh, man, that Panther looks so dope, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he really does. I just love the paint job as well. Look at the box art.
Right, man? Oh, this makes me feel the He-Man days when you were buying the Castle Sun. Remember, it had that beautiful box art?
Well, I mean, Super 7 just released the Snake Mountain probably about 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh, Snake Mountain? Say word.
And that was going for 1,500 Australian.
Wow, this is an amazing looking figure. It's 27 inches long, 17 inches wide, 17-inch scale figures that'll fit right in there. The rear tank fits 4. Wow. Wow, Dodgy, what a pick here. This is amazing.
So is it worth it?
Hold on. What's the material it's made of? It's just all plastic?
Yeah, but it's like it's strong plastic.
I mean, but damn, it looks good. For 5 beans, though, shit, you gotta lay it down hard. In order to get with that as a married man. If you're single, go for it. Definitely it belongs to yourself. If you're married, then you better start saying yes to everything.
You got to make amends, right?
Hey, you got to make it up somewhere, boy, because shit, you're going to be dodging bullets on that one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of dodging bullets, man, like just this week, there was the apology by Justin Timberlake to both Janet Jackson and Britney. As we all know, Super Bowl, I think in 2004, they had the Nipplegate scenario that happened. I
like to call it Teta Gate, in Spanish. It sounds funny. Yeah, Raider Bear Comics talking about the Thundercat, going back just for 1 second. He goes, that's 70 centimeters long when you go that route.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, insane. So let's go back to Teta Gate.
Yes, so Teta Gate. Obviously, we all know what happened, but if you think about it, right, Timberlake or Justin Timberlake got a free pass, because where has Janet been since that scenario, man? Like, she's dropped off.
She dropped. She's been trying to do things, of course, but yeah, that definitely left a stain on the rep. I mean, something that's not even her fault, though. I mean, it's just fun. And again, how dare the world get all crazy over a titty? Yeah,
exactly. And yeah, and it's really unfair because, as I said, JT's career has blossomed, and the sky's the limit for him. But both Britney and Janet have really suffered over the years. I mean,
well, Britney not so much because she got that Las Vegas, but she's dealing with that contract issue with her pops. I mean, again, did she sign the contract? Hey, that's something up to them. And Justin has flourished, but the only reason he came out was because of the recent documentary about Britney Spears. So that's the only reason he apologized. And now, question here is, would he have still apologized had that documentary not come out?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you mentioned a bit about Britney doing the Las Vegas thing. Like, that's just her, trying to get some income flowing through. But as I said, what I was about to say was that, there was a window where JT and Britney were like top of the charts, man. Like, they were killing in both the female and the male category, and then suddenly, Britney fell and JT went up. But I think that has to do with the ways that Britney was portrayed by the media, because there was no social media back in the day, man. And it's pretty messed up because all the news that was coming through was E! News and TMZ, and they were basically dissing her so badly. And the thing
paparazzi, that's that definitely is a problem when they want to not respect somebody's space or whatever they're going through, not understanding. You speculate on bullshit, which is not fair.
But the thing that really, really pisses me off is the fact that the media were hammering a 22 or 23-year-old girl, man. Like, that's pretty fucked up, man. Like, she's 23 years old. She's her family is fucked. And then she, even the guy, like the people that she trusted are going against her. And, I mean, I'm starting to see it now because, as I said, man, like back in 2004, all the news was coming through E! Or TMZ, and they were just crucifying her.
Oh, absolutely. That's the type of media, but look who you mentioned. That's the type of media that it is. It's that,
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
With more flair and trying to push different agendas to get you more intimate with the stars. But again, they need to respect the star space. But is that the star's fault sometimes? Because again, agents, the agent may be pushing them to, hey, expose yourself a little bit,
Yeah, especially with
the public
eye. She wanted to get away from her father, who was really controlling her. And
but apparently still is. Isn't she under that some type of documentation and contract where he's kind of controlling and manipulating her every movement, if you will?
Yeah.
Which is a shame. Yeah, I mean, I understand a parent's a parent, but you don't got to be, geez, talk about a helicopter parent. This is like a Oh, that G.I. Joe, the double helicopter, remember?
Yeah, exactly. The Tomahawk, right?
Yeah, that's what he is, a Tomahawk then. Jeez.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, but it's pretty messed up. I mean, you saw what happened with, Gary Coleman from Different Strokes, Todd Bridges as well. Their parents controlled them and, like, run them into the ground, man. Like,
it's a miracle Todd Bridges survived all this, right? That he's the only living member now of the original cast, if you will.
Absolutely, and he thought he'd be the first to go.
I mean, with his life growing up, absolutely. Yeah. I hope to have him on the show one day with us. Even if it's you and myself or somewhere on Comic Crusader, we may have that opportunity because I would love to talk to him about his whole career. I mean, because he's still doing things. He looks like he's cleaned up and blessed, man.
Yeah, and ask him the number one question. What you talking about, Willis?
God, I think he'll probably choke you through the screen for that one.
He's probably sick of it. No, but all in all, man, like I really hope the documentary brings some light to everything. I'm really excited.
Have you watched the Britney Spears one? Yeah or no?
Love to watch it, man. I love those documentaries.
Yeah, I should be watching it soon, and Alflick should have it soon too. So that's what.
Absolutely, and I really hope with the apology that it goes I hope it is going into the right way, and I hope that Britney accepts it and takes it in. But I don't know, man. I just think it's like 15, 16 years too late.
Yeah, that's right now. Raider Bear says what he needs to apologize for is not like he did it on purpose, or did he?
Yes. I mean, obviously he would have known, but at the same time, too, man, it's the way the life is. If you're a privileged white male, obviously you'll be above everybody else, man. And that's the shitty thing about this world. It really is.
But not every white male is privileged either. This is coming from Puerto Rican. I grew up with poor white males, and they had it just as bad as I did, to be honest. So I kind of, I grew up in New York, so you got to understand that I grew up with a very diverse group of folks, the white, black, Latino, Polish. You know what I mean? And when I say Latino, I mean Dominican, Puerto Rican, Peruvian, I mean from all over the globe. So when I see certain things, I mean, all of us really do suffer in a way. Yeah, of course, I do notice that some do get more preference. Absolutely. I'm not ignorant either, but we can't all lump all white people to the same thing for real either. You can't lump us all into being, everybody. Not every Puerto Rican carries a knife, folks. You know what I mean? You can't lump us into that as an example.
A bread and butter knife would be all right though, because you never know. That comes in handy.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. You got to put butter on something.
Exactly right. All right. Well, I mean, we're moving on now. So we're going to go through a little segment which we call On This Day. So, and we're going to be talking a bit about comics. So obviously, being Comic Crusaders, representing, we'll be talking comics. But on this day, February 1989, Doom Patrol number 19 hits the shelves.
Look at that beauty.
It really is. And I mean, I think people looking back then maybe like, well, yeah, number 19. And one thing I really do like about this, Al, that even though Grant Morrison took over his run at number 19, the actual DC kept the continuing legacy numbers on track. Rather than rebooting it to number one, which I think as a maybe...
That's what's missing now in comics.
Yes, exactly. My 15-year-old self may have looked at this and go, but if you put a number one on there, like that's it, man. Boom, I would have bought it.
And that's why they do that now with the number ones and don't allow like new teams to, it's kind of hard. Once you see a big change in the team, all of a sudden the book gets renumbered, and I hate that too.
Yeah, and the thing is, like when you actually read the book, it actually feels like a number one. It feels like a number one, but it has the innards of like, maybe a bit about what happened to the old team and such, but it really is a kickoff.
It is. You can see it right here with Robot Man. Here we,
Yeah, Farad, he's the best.
I love this character.
I really like reading, especially Grant Morrison's take on him. I had the privilege of reading this actual whole trade paperback, and it's a very unique piece of work, I must admit. It is enjoyable, but you really got to like read a couple of cups of coffee before you kick off.
And look at Magnus, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
I love the artwork. I mean, from that, and look at how many panels on one page.
Exactly.
Look how much verbiage on one page. This is when the money was worth it to buy a comic for whatever it was worth.
Yes, exactly. And I think Richard Case probably didn't get as much recognition as he should have, because his art is very, very simple. Kind of has that Dave Gibbons feel to it. Like,
oh yeah, nice.
It does the job, but it's gorgeous at the same time. I mean, look at that page. Like, wow.
Yeah, look at that right there, right? Look at that. Beautiful.
So just a bit about this issue was that Grant Morrison took over from number 19 because he had a trial run of Animal Man, and DC loved it. The editors loved it. So they go to him, well, can you give a little bit of that flair to the Doom Patrol? Because Doom Patrol had a reputation of being a X-Men knockoff. But in reality, though, X-Men wasn't a Doom Patrol knockoff.
Yep, exactly. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And I mean,
preach.
I mean, hallelujah. So, there are some similarities, with Coulson, the chief,
the doctor with Professor X, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly right. There's some similarities there, but I just think that it had that reputation of being a knockoff, but this actually took it in a completely different path. So it's actually nothing like the X-Men.
Yep.
And I mean, if you think about it, in a lot of this run as well, the team really only consisted of Rebus, Robot Man, and Crazy Jane, really.
Yeah.
We only had a team of 3, so
I really want that first stop with Crazy Jane.
Yeah, same here, really. And that is the first appearance of Crazy Jane as well, if you're wondering out there, folks. So, yeah, number 19. And the actual the value, I got this courtesy of Key Collector Comics app. You can get that from Google Play as well as the App Store.
Oh, shout out to Key Collector app. We interviewed the owner right when he was starting up on Undercover Capes. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, so for a low value, you get it for $2. Medium value or mid is $8, and for near mint is $25. So
do they have a graded value on it?
It doesn't have a graded value, but I mean,
so those values are for Raws only?
No, it's actually for the US, so probably be a bit higher for Oz.
Oh,
but,
man.
Yeah, but definitely if you can, if you do find it in your local comic book store, just hit it up. I mean, it won't really increase in value because the show's already come out. And I think this probably started at the $1 bin and really crept its way up since the show came out. But
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a pickup. And one of the things about this book, and especially this issue in particular that I really enjoyed, was the fact that Robot Man, as powerful as he is, he's a very sensitive human being.
He's very broken. Got to deal with
very
stuff.
Broken. Yeah, he's very sensitive, and I really do enjoy, just seeing the deep down dig up from Grant Morrison trying to bring that to light. That not just because he's strong on the outside doesn't necessarily mean he's strong on the inside.
Exactly, because he basically portrays that pain really well. Of what if this human whose body got wrecked, his brain is now transplanted in a machine where he can't feel, doesn't need to eat. He's not the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah. And I think his best way of dealing with it was taking on Crazy Jane, because he could see that she was also damaged. Yep. And he was a great role model for her. But Crazy Jane, wow, what a unique character, eh? 63 personalities, and each of them have a different metahuman capability.
Yeah, but that's scary as hell, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
She'd be very single in real life, probably, if that character existed in real life. Like, no, I ain't messing with you. You crazy for real. Like 63 personalities, and God knows what you could do to me.
I think her best companion would be a shapeshifter, because if she can change personality, then the other guy can actually change his,
But that means It should be lit. Okay, so crossover into Marvel and send it to the planet of the Skrulls. That's it. Done.
Exactly. God, I feel sorry for the Skrulls.
Could you imagine that Super Skrull that they try to make with 63 powers and 63 personalities?
I don't think he could keep up, really.
No, they wouldn't be able to do it. That would defy their science.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, but this is a great pick, man. Legendary Grant Morrison, bro. For real.
Yes, came out in February 1989.
Wow, making me feel old. I could have bought that as a kid.
Absolutely. And the next book that I'm going to talk about, I think a little less known. No, wrong book. Is New Mutants number 98, which came out in February of 1991. So exactly 30 years ago, this book came out.
Oh, nice.
As we all know, with plot and art by Rob Liefeld, with Fabian Nicieza hitting up the scripts. And so one thing I really like about, that Rob Liefeld doesn't really get much credit for is the fact that he was creating heaps of new characters. And if you think about the book alone, there's actually 3 of them that he introduced. Oh, please go back to this page. So with Gideon, I was going to talk about him last, but since you brought it up, he's one of the more obscure characters. He made several appearances in the Liefeld-Nicieza era, and also he had a bit of time with the art by Greg Capullo and Tony S. Daniels. So he was a character who was brought up a little bit during this run of the X-Force, even until maybe like issue number 50, and he just dropped off. But I really like the actual way that he was introduced in this book. He was kind of like a rich aristocrat. He had a lot of lackeys around him. He looked really rich, and you could kind of see that Liefeld was introducing him somehow, making him more of a, mainstay character. But man,
he basically looks like a bald-headed Cable.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, very unique hairstyle too. He's even got the hair he's also got the mullet as well.
Yeah, but he got a different mullet. I know a difference.
And mullet.
And look at Domino, how she look here.
Yeah, that hair is I mean, she looked a lot better when Capullo was drawing her, that's for sure. But
yeah, even Deadpool, not for nothing, but he almost gave him the Captain America.
Almost.
Right?
Yeah, but bro, like in saying that too, I mean, he is a very unique character. Even looking at his dialogue in the book, like one thing I found about Deadpool was that he did have that smart-ass persona, but
from the get,
it was very much from the get-go. It didn't break the fourth wall yet, but man, it was fun to look at.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give credit, even though look, he gave him camel toe here, or is that called moose knuckles?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember when that Governor Chris Christie had moose knuckles apparently when he was playing softball. So
man, I think he's just wearing pants size too small. I think that's the problem there.
Hey, guys, please don't be like the ladies where have enough space.
I mean, it's good that he's wearing brown because if he craps himself, it just blends in.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I understand this is early Liefeld, but I always have a problem with his damn feet. Why are they so pointy? Like they're wearing cowboy boots all the time. Yeah. You see this? Like roach killers for the cockroach killers for the corners in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the fact that there's no cutoff between his boots, so he's like wearing leggings from the.
And here, I'm not only having fun, folks. I'm not offended, but I'm just saying. Here, Cable, look, he's wearing a diaper under the pants. Right, some Huggies or something. That's what he needs to travel to the future. Make as he goes through the portal, he may poop himself.
But I mean, it is a really nice. It is actually a really nice book. I mean,
it is. Oh no, look who's back there.
But I mean, in all honesty, though, I mean, it is a good read. It was fun seeing Deadpool, though. I think Deadpool was the highlight of this book.
Exactly. Right there. Look at that. All of a sudden, Cable gets slapped, son, like hard. And who is it?
There he is, emerging in the mouth.
And look at his first words. You're Nathan, right? I'm Deadpool. Pleased to meet you. Mr. Tolliver hired me to find you. And he goes, Dodgy, and you have. Yep. Well, Mr. Tolliver also hired me to kill you.
At least he's, letting him know why.
What an intro. Just straight up, like, son, what up? I was sent by this person, immediately snitched on them, immediately threw them under the bus. This dude sent me to kill you. All right, so let's get it.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, right then and there, I see that Deadpool is a snitch.
He is. And he's like, obviously he's hired, but he doesn't belong to anyone.
Yeah. But this is great. I do like that size of the eye things,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so much more exaggerated. I love how, again, this is Deadpool's daddy, and I'll give him that. I love how he worked the face mask.
Yeah.
As opposed to how others have done it.
Yeah. And I just love how he has that ring around his dialogue just to bring out the way he talks is not, he's very much a smartass.
Yeah, he's another Spider-Man in a sense.
Yeah. But
look at that. He just missed his nuts by an inch. Right there.
Yes, just exactly.
Man, would he still be called Cable? Oh! Sorry.
Or is it Thread?
And then look who comes into the picture here.
Yes, that's probably one of my favorite scenes, I think, of Domino ever. Because, hello, Cable, you called, I came.
Ay, Dios mío, Wepa! I hope that's what she said.
Exactly. It'd be like, Domino, not here, not in front of the kids.
Right, But look at this. She immediately took Son out.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is, this is actually not the first appearance of Domino.
It's not? So why are they building this as that? What's the first app?
Well, no, her first app was, I think, X-Force number 2, because this was actually copycat as Domino.
Oh, that's why she has the weird hairdo?
That could be why. She's like, I can't remember how she looked.
When did that story come into play that this wasn't D Domino, but rather copycat?
That was X-Force number 2.
In X-Force number 2, they cleared it up. Was it really for the hair? Do you think the hair is what did it?
No, I think because Domino was setting them up to fail, so she was actually pretending to be Domino, because she's in ties with Deadpool. So,
gotcha.
So although she got rid of him quite easily, she actually.
But if he has a healing factor, why is he wearing bandages?
Again, that could be just a ploy for both Copycat and Deadpool to trick the X-Force into thinking that, or tricking the New Mutants into thinking that he's an easy defeat.
Yep. I will say that they definitely had horrible fashion sense when it came to hair.
Yes. Well, did you notice in one of the issues that there was actually a Simpsons poster in the background?
Yeah, and right here in this one, I showed you Bart was there.
Yeah.
That's funny. But that's horrible. So he knows he's doing horrible hairstyles. Is that it?
Could be. But I mean, yeah, look, it is early Liefeld, and that was the 80s, obviously, I guess people had hair like that.
And that looks like an uncomfortable pose right there.
I know Magma had a very 80s hairstyle.
Yep. But I'm saying, look at Domino here. That pose looks very uncomfortable. Is she queefing or farting?
Yeah, or maybe she squats down too low. She might blow the ass out of her pants.
And look at this. This dude looks somebody out of Brigade.
Pretty much, yeah. Very, very true.
Gideon. And there he comes.
Yeah. But so let me ask you this, right? Who is your favorite Liefeld Marvel character?
Oh, it'd definitely be Deadpool. That's what he's good at. You know what I mean? I like Cable, but Deadpool is just fun. You know what I mean? He's obnoxious. He's an asshole.
My favorite is Shatterstar.
Shatterstar is awesome too. Hell yeah, that was a great. But which one he showed up in? What the New Mutants 100 is his first, right?
No,
Or
it
is it
was
99?
number 99.
99. There you go.
It came from the Mojo
Yep.
World.
And that Mojo World, great stuff too, because you could get that first app still at the cheap. For Mojo herself, for Spiral, those are still on the cheap.
Long Shot.
Long Shot, yep. But what is Long Shot's first appearance? Because some say it's the miniseries, and some say it's his first app within the X-Men in the X-Men annual that he was in.
No, it was actually you were right the first time. It was in the
mini, right? The Anno Senti mini.
It was created by Art Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Art Adams actually created him.
Now,
did a bit of work on the X-Men after.
Let me blow your mind, Dodgy.
All right.
I found that whole 4-issue run at a convention many years ago. I'll say maybe 12 for $4.
Wow. What a steal.
Right? I pulled that out because I was walking around with the 13th Crusader, so I had to make sure he didn't notice because
exactly right.
He's one of those that tries to elbow people out the way, like, yo, I'm hunting, get away from me. He starts flapping his wings and it's a wrap.
Bro. And he's like wearing his Akubra hat. He's like Indiana Jones hunting, man.
Yeah, he is. Seriously, he has batarangs, folks. So seriously, stay away. He's like my boy Clep, man. Elbow room, stay away. I'm searching this box.
Yeah. And another character is also, he was actually my intended favorite I was going to mention, but then I thought of Shatterstar. But Garrison Kane, I swear to God, he's one of the best designed Liefeld character.
That's a good one, bro.
Yeah, I think he just never really shined since Liefeld departed, because I honestly thought he was one of the best looking characters in comics. I used to draw him all the time when I was a kid because I thought he was the best.
Hold on, let me see if I can find the image to share.
Yeah, because I think, seriously, I think he's one of the most underrated characters that Liefeld actually created. And I think he had that James Bond feel to him as well. He was like a super agent. He was actually labeled Weapon X as well. He was actually released as Weapon X, right?
There was a whole group of them, wasn't there? But this is him. Let me show you folks what Dodgy's raving about over here. Look at him.
Yeah. Probably not the best looking image of him, but yeah, it's actually.
But you get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea. I loved his jacket, how he had the, that big collar, the no sleeves, and
that's fire, bro.
Yeah, and I think I would love to have him as a Marvel Legends figurine. I was like, Hasbro, if you're listening or watching, please bring out a Garrison Kane figure from the early 90s, because I would love to pick that up.
There you go. That's what Dodgy's talking about right there.
Dan Panosian? Is that Dan Panosian's art?
It's actually a really good question. I got to check that.
Yeah. I think Dan Panosian.
I mean, a lot of people talking about the untold truth of.
That's the thing about Liefeld. As I mentioned earlier,
oh my God! Yeah. They were talking about maybe making The Rock this character before he got onto the Black Adam.
Really?
Yeah, just found that article. Get out of here,
man.
The man, The Rock, is a guy that would have been Dodgy's dream.
I like Garrison Kane being. See, he was like the serious compared to Deadpool, because Deadpool would talk smack to him, and Garrison would just speak less.
Gotcha.
Let his job do the talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of jobs, I want to move on to the next book. And this one was released in February 1993. That is Hardware #1 by Milestone Comics. Created by Dwayne McDuffie, rest in peace, and Dennis Cowan. And this was one of the first books to start the Milestone line. And one of the things that was neat about these books, that it came with a poly bag, with the poster and a trading card. Like, how great was it back then?
That was good stuff. Milestone did the right thing.
Yeah, and they didn't have the flashy covers. although there was a platinum version of the cover of this book, but I just love the fact that the polybag did the talking. You know, you got a trading card, you got a poster in there. Like, oh, they were good times.
It was. I mean, this was a great era of comics. You know, Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan. Look who the inker was, Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah, and you know he's a big deal now in DC. You know, obviously him and Crusader launched the Marvel Knights, which changed the image of Marvel comics in general. You know, that was a big era. And
but look at this coloring on this book, though, isn't it gorgeous?
It is. It has that watercolor feature, like that really was that which I really liked in the Valiant. When Valiant started, they had a very similar coloring style, and I think it was just gorgeous. I mean, look at that art, man! Like, look at
it was a great era, man.
Yeah, very, very cheeky, very cheesy with the sound effects, but I love it, man. Has that 2000 AD feel to it as well.
Yeah,
the coloring as well as the art style, very 2000 AD.
And we still don't know jack about the character. You know, we just see him like kicking ass. Like, what's going on? Who is this dude?
Yeah. But I just want to mention one thing. I do love the opening pages because, and the analogy to begin with, when as a young kid says, when I was a kid, I had a parakeet. The bird kept trying to escape. My bird made a common error. He mistook being out of his cage for being free. Think about it. Think about the way that message is portrayed.
It's
strong. You can portray it in many different ways. And I mean, you could portray it from, you know, the early day with the abolishment of slavery. Like, you know, it's just amazing how strong that
you're free, but are you free?
Exactly. You know, like you may not have an owner, but you're still owned by someone, right?
Yeah. Or something.
Or something, yeah. So I think that message was absolutely beautiful. And the fact is the character, like, you know, he built himself from the ground up. He thought he had a mentor that he trusted like his father, to find out that he's a total wanker was just amazing. Like, it just gave him that ammunition to go, you know what, fuck you, and I want to get out there and I want to smash it myself, man. Like, strong messaging in this book, and I love it.
Yep. And look, ClepCX says, thanks for showing this book. I still have it in the poly bag. I never plan to open it. Well, but that's how we do it, kiddo. We're collectors. Who needs to read it? We got digital.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was I going to say? You know what I would really enjoy, man? I'd love to see Hardware team up with Exo Manowar.
That would be great. But, you know, listen, we're showing this right now, right?
Yeah.
But just this week, we found out that we're getting milestone returns. So the issue 0 that was only given out to fandom attendees will be released in print this week. That'll be followed by several milestone digital only launches that'll see print a couple months later. And now that's funny because, you know, Raider Bear Comics asked, do you think the relaunch of milestone to DC, will it last? Well, in my opinion, let me speak here just for a moment, just because I've been preaching this for a minute. Everybody's looking for original characters, an original universe. You know, you want original POC characters, and yet somebody not. So here you have it. You had all these original characters on your lap, and yet you want to, you know, piss real fans off and start changing characters, give mantles away just because, you know. I don't think that's the way to do things. You know, so DC, for example, had this all along. I understand there may have been contract issues, but I'm happy. So if we get a great creative teams on these books, yes, it will last with real stories. And don't whitewash them. Let us have our stories with this original characters and original universe. I love it. It's about damn time.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess my gripe in this is do you think the characters would have lasted longer if the actual creators own the content and not have them like stored in boxes for like
well,
20
things happen. Well, things happen with McDuffie passing, and there were contract issues, and obviously the original creative teams, I believe, had their differences. So, it got shelved because But yes, I agree. If they were able to hold their licenses as creator owned for whatever characters they created, then absolutely yes, 100%. This probably would have seen life elsewhere already.
Yeah, because I mean, I would love to see them like, even if the creators like jump to Image or jump to another smaller publisher,
Yeah, I would have seen that.
Have their own control over their own work. I think we would have seen more of diversity. Because you think about it, right? You're going to have new creators. As you mentioned, McDuffie passing, like he might have things planned for this character that just never saw the light of day.
Exactly.
And you're going to get these new creators taking over and go, oh, we'll just reshape the character to the way that DC want them. I don't know, man. That just frustrates the crap out of me.
Absolutely. Listen, I have high hopes for this, and especially the creators behind it. I hope DC is smart in choosing whomever writes and creates, pushes forward these new characters, any new creations that they do forward, but you have it here, folks. I mean, POC, original universe, the Codeverse, but a great Dwayne McDuffie. You know what I mean? May he rest in peace. And of course, everybody else that was involved with this, the Nicole and Christopher Priest. I mean, so many to name. So it's like, we have it, folks. It's here. So if you don't support it, it won't last. So that's the truth about it, Rated Bear Comics. If you don't buy it, it's not going to last. So, you got to put your mouth, your money where your mouth is. Serious talk. And honestly, I'll be willing to show you guys the text I sent to my store where I purchased books at Epic Comics. Shout out here in Orlando, Florida. First message was, I saw the announcement, pull everything milestone for me. Period.
Nice.
Done. That's what even though I may get it digital, no, I'm here to support. Because if we don't buy it, it won't last. And that's the damn truth.
Yeah.
But this is a gorgeous book. Let's just keep going through it before we finish with it, because this is a beautiful book, man.
Yeah, I love the final pages of it as well.
Yeah, and you see that this man is just more than just some dude flying on a suit. Like, yo, this is the dude on the Tony Stark level.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's a self-made man too.
Self-made, exactly. They didn't need Papa. They didn't need no Howard Stark.
Exactly. He had a mentor, but that's where he got
a mentor is a mentor. But you didn't have a daddy that spoon-fed your ass.
Yeah. Although there were times where he thought he had a father figure in this character. Just that page alone, he just like went on a straight turncoat, like, and that's where Hardware's like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna make my own.
Yep.
And that's the thing, like he made his own, and I'm so damn proud of him.
Yeah, but you see, at least Tony wore a jumpsuit. This dude said, "All right, I'm just gonna get buck naked." He goes commando with his suit, so God forbid his suit gets ripped in the battlefield, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, please wear some underwear, man. Por favor, coño.
His Pepe head needs freedom, man.
Yeah, I get it, man. But imagine in the middle of a fight, God forbid, if he's finding the hook, clothes is gonna get teared up all of a sudden. It's gonna be a lot. All these ladies are gonna be enjoying it, that's for sure. I mean, and some gentlemen, of course.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean the costume design. I mean, I'd love to see that. Oh, McFarlane! I'd love to see McFarlane.
Oh my God, a DC multiverse figure on this? Stop blowing my mind, Dodgy.
Yeah, I'd be.
Yo, a DC multiverse milestone line through McFarlane Toys would be fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'd buy all of them for real. I want Icon right now.
I love this page, man. Like, I love that page.
Oh, man, there's like multiple man, this dude.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and there's like a competition here. If you actually write a letter, you'll get a free signed, I think it was a free signed book.
Is this guy Puerto Rican or a guy? Retractable knife on his wrist. But look at this. You get to see all these people. Tech 9, Holocaust, Fade, The Wise Son, DMZ, Masquerade, Flashback, Third Rail, Brick House. Look at these characters, man.
Exactly. Like, yeah. I mean, What a good time to buy comics, eh? What a good time.
It really was. It was a good era. I mean, a lot of people were ignorant at the time, though, and call these, black comics. And really, you asshole! Like, who you talking to? Like, in my history, you don't even know.
So, for the value of this book, again through Key Collector Comics app, low grade is $1, mid grade is $2, and near mint is $5. So, hopefully, we'll see some attention with the new book coming out. This could increase the value of the older books. So if you can get your hands on it, do yourself a favor and pick it up
immediately. I was finding those still at the dollar box, Dodgy, out here. Those bagged milestones.
Yeah.
So I got my Static, my Icon, my Hardware, my Blood Syndicate. I got them all, man. Death Wish.
Yeah. They're definitely, even just if you're not looking for the value, just the sheer presence of the book is something to definitely delve into. One thing I actually forgot to mention the value for New Mutants number 98. So for near mint, $365.
And that's raw.
That's raw, yeah.
And slab, that'll go for 10 times that.
Yeah. And mid grade is 130, and low grade is 35. So again, just jumping back to Hardware, it definitely is a book that I was excited to see because this came out in February 1993. So I really wanted to bring this up because I was just excited to see like a book that I've had the privilege of reading in the past, but just being able to bring that up again is just amazing.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's true, man. Again, now it's going to be relevant again. So I'm happy, and it's true, guys. If this blows up now, you better start looking for those G1s like now. I'll tell you, I learned my lesson. When Valiant got announced, I immediately started going after the G1s. I found a store in Rhode Island called the Pool Store. I got every major first appearance of every Valiant character for 50 cents.
Far out. You know, I had to pay $130 for my Harbingers #1.
Jesus, I bought it for 50 cents. I kid you not.
I did the Mischance Charlie again. I just waited and waited, and I saw a book. I think it was going for about $20, and someone got it, and I was like, "Damn it! I should have bought it." I was like, Harbinger #1.
You should have done it.
Yeah, I should have done it. But Mischance Charlie came in again. So.
All right, there we go. I think that should be the next segment. What did you miss this week? Mischance Charlie. Wear a hat with a sad face.
I should have. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm trying.
Oh, dude, look at this. Oh my God. So Raider Bear Comics is from Australia, and he says he paid $15 for hardware still on the poly bag in Australia. $15, and I found it for 50 cents. $15 is nice to you? You think that's fair?
Yeah, I think that it is a good buy, and especially it's not something you would see every day.
So you guys didn't get much milestone out there?
I don't think so. I see my recollection of milestone is through the Wizard magazine.
Oh wow, he goes Wizard. Jesus
Christ. Yeah, Wizard was like my Bible, man.
Okay, Dodgy, explain to them what was Wizard for those that don't know. How awesome!
Wizard was a magazine that actually had a price guide at the back. The price guide was good, but I think the key thing I liked was that for me, Wizard was like the postcard from America. So it gave me, someone from Australia, the ability to understand what happens in America. So I was reading about the conventions that were happening and all the artists that appeared. It had the top 10 artists of the week or the month, whatever. So we knew who the top 10 artists were. So we would look at who the top 10 artists were, who the top 10 writers were.
Yeah. Raider Bear goes Wizard was the Bible of comics.
It really was. It was the Bible. It really was, because without it, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have any knowledge. And it was great too, because our news agents or newsstands actually supplied them. And it was a great way to actually get my hands on an issue. I would buy a Wizard magazine over a comic book when I was younger. If I had it, at least I would know what's happening. You know what I mean? It was the best. and it was great. They had the it had like little comic books inside. Or
the half issues. Remember the
Yeah.
0.5?
Yeah, the half issues. Yeah, they were just amazing, man.
They had a great one with the Spawn, with the Viking Spawn, and that was his first appearance, folks. So try to find those wizards with the Viking Spawn. First app, it was 3 months in a row.
Imagine trying to get that in the poly bag as well.
Yeah, bro. If you get it like that, you got some winners, bro. Because if they bring, McFarlane is doing so many things with Spawn, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Viking Spawn come back at some point.
Yeah, and it was just great. Like, it was just amazing. Like, I can't stress it enough how great it was to have an issue of Wizard magazine in my hand.
Excellent.
Yeah,
it's all about excellent, man. We're about to try something nasty, aren't we?
We are, and I don't know if I'm excited or nervous, but this segment is called Down the Hatch. So down the hatch means that we've got to try something that we either love or hate. And Al brought up with a great idea to try apple cider vinegar.
And I got this one.
The reason is because it's healthy.
Apparently, it says here, your daily dose of wellness. Is it, though? This is a new thing, bro. I just cracked it open. Got the plastic right here to prove it.
Translate into many different ways.
Yeah, so apparently we're supposed to mix this with water, but for this taste test, we will not.
Exactly. And the instructions are to shake well before use. I mean, look at the little particles at the bottom here.
Oh man, it looks like crap because I am afraid it might taste like crap. Stop it. I'm gonna feel like throwing up because I hate the smell of vinegar.
I got a bucket just in case. Anyone listening who want to give us some words of encouragement?
Yeah, listen. Have you guys tried this? Or Dodgy's brand over here? God, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared. That's awesome apple vinegar, Dodgy says Raider Bear Comics. But we're taking a shot of it. And then he throws that on salads. But we're not throwing this on a salad, Raider. Okay. And Cleb says, yes, he has definitely tried it. So he knows what we're in for. Okay, so I wanted to take, you have a shot glass, though?
Oof. Let me open it.
I'm sorry. I can't stand this fucking smell. Oh, God, Dad, you're fucking killing me. Okay, I got a shot. Oh, dude, stop it. You're going to kill yourself. I'm doing a shot glass, son. Okay, hold on, bro. Oh, my God, this smells disgusting. I'm about to throw up already. Oh, my God, I don't want to do this. All right.
All right, this segment is called Down the Hatch. So cheers, big ears.
Cheers. Oh, my God. Sorry. Yo, dude. I'm gonna die. Oh my God, it's like sitting on top of my stomach.
I think I'm already there.
I think it's... I'm sorry. This is the worst thing I've ever tried. Yo, dude, I'm in tears.
Oh, bro, literally. And I swallowed too.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And thank you to Clapper. He's like, I told you. Gee, thank you. Raider Bear's having a good time at our expense. This is horrible. Raider Bear, how the hell do you do it?
Oh
my God, it sits on top of your stomach. Well.
Oh boy.
Bro, I'm sorry. I gotta wash it down now. I can't take this.
Can I have a sip of that?
Man, if I could send it to you, I would. Oh my God. So apparently a lot of people drink this as a dietary supplement. Good for them. You gotta be healthy to try and drink some crap like this.
It's almost as bad as kombucha.
Bro, this says apple cider vinegar, your daily dose of wellness with the mother, unpasteurized. Oh my God. Yo, for real, yo.
Set far out. Whoa!
God bless you folks that believe this is healthy. This is just straight up ash juice. Oh my God, my throat. I need to smoke a blunt after this. I swear to God, to wash out the nastiness. And if I think about it while high, I'll probably throw up. And you still right, bro? Grab that bucket, bro. I'm telling you, drink something, bro.
I didn't think I'd be that bad.
There you, folks. Thank you, Clap. Thank you for warning me. I should have heeded your call, and I did not. My Australian brother could not tolerate it. My eyes could not tolerate this. Oh man, how could you do this? God bless your strength. So, how did you feel about that, Dodgy?
I feel the wellness just kicking in.
Oh man, wellness. I'll tell you, it'll cure a backache because you stop thinking about your back because how bad this tastes. All right, please tell me you're gonna do better than I did for you, please, or you're gonna murder me too. Because listen, guys, so you guys know we're picking this. So 1 week it's me, 1 week it's him. So now he's gonna have his pick for next week's show.
Yes, and it will be the one and only, and I'm sure Raider Bear can relate to this. It's Vegemite.
What is it called? God damn, it sounds scary. What is it called again? Spell that for me.
Vegemite.
Vegemite. M-I-T-E though?
Yeah.
This sound like that from the Lucy show, remember? Vitameter Vegemin?
Similar. I mean, there's a lot of vitamins in there.
Vegemite. What is this? Can you give me a little? At least you know this was vinegar, bro.
It's a spread.
A spread.
You put it on toast.
Any type of toast?
Toast, as long as you have a stronger percentage of margarine or butter. You got to at least put 70% butter, 30% Vegemite in order to enjoy it.
So, but we're going 100% Vegemite on bread.
No, you don't want to do that.
Why?
Then you'll never be on the show again, and you'll never forgive me, and then you won't be my friend anymore.
Oh man, so you're scaring me here, but Raider Bear says Vegemite is the bomb.
It is.
It? If you do it right, you're fucking with me, bro.
Exactly.
Me. Thank you. You Aussie dudes are being evil right now. I see that there's an agenda at hand.
No, but if I'm gonna keep you as a friend, bro, you eat it the way that I tell you to eat it.
Okay.
Because a lot of Americans they see it and they think, oh, it's like Nutella. Oh, just.
Oh, really? So Clef says, "Man at Work sang a song about it, so it must be okay."
Very true. Very, very true. The Land Down Under song.
That's the Land Down Under song.
Yeah, the song, coming from the Land Down Under.
Do it, bro. Next week, karaoke with Dodgy.
The line he says, "Do you speak of my language?" He just smiled and gave me Vegemite sandwich. And he said, yeah, so we'll play that song in the next show. But yeah, definitely, man. You got to try Vegemite.
Of that song, if we can, as we try the Vegemite. And maybe that particular line. Because Absolutely. Then I'm going to cut the shit out of that band if it's bad. I won't blame you. I'll blame the band.
Okay. All right, then.
This is awesome, Dodgy. It was great hanging out with you today. Talk some Super Bowl, some Thundercats, talk some comics, man. And this guy says, don't eat it by the spoonful and you'll be all right.
Yeah, no,
A spoonful, really? What are you guys giving me? I hope I find this over here.
Now you'll find it because obviously there's a lot of Aussie expats in the US, so you can get it through Amazon.
All right, bet I'll order it for the in the 2-day Prime order, bro. I'm telling you, man, our friendship is at stake. No, I'm only fucking with you. If you drink, hey, pa. All right, listen, bro. I'll trust you. You trusted me with this nasty ass vinegar. You probably are gonna gag afterwards because you still have this thing in you look in your face like, God damn, there's something in my throat.
Oh, my eyes are stinging.
This is nasty. But whatever, if it's healthy, it's healthy. So, Brad, you got some free advertising through us right now.
It tastes healthy, that's for sure, but I don't feel healthy right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? I hate that. Tastes healthy means it tastes like shit. Oh, no. And then Kleb says, I'm not eating any food that Amazon can ship.
It's either in a jar or in a plastic tube. It'll be fine.
Okay, so next question before we leave is, would flies be attracted to Vegemite? Or would it be like margarine that they wouldn't even touch it?
Yeah, they probably won't touch it.
There you go, Clip. Insects wouldn't even eat this shit. I'm in for something big here. I can't wait. All right, Dodgy, close out the show, my brother.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for participating today in the Yena
Wepa
Show.
Woo!
And it was really great to have you guys on board. Thank you for those who are listening. If you watch it later, please check it out on YouTube. Follow us on
Twitch.
Yeah, on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter at The Real Almega and at Dodgy86 in the mix. But yeah, definitely it was a real blast. And if there's anything else you guys
what we should taste test, how about that? Audience taste test on number 3.
So number 2, we're going to be trying Vegemite. After that, it'll be basically forum. You guys who are watching us today, please post it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and follow Comic Crusaders on YouTube, because to subscribe, you'll get dings to let you know there's more content from the Undercover Capes and Comic Crusaders.
Wepa para que tú sepa, and with that, it's Dodgy86 in the mix and Almega. Thank you for tuning in. Much love, mi gente. Hasta la próxima.
Ciao, amigos.
Thank you. We hope you've enjoyed this Comic Crusaders production. For real-time news on all things pop culture, please feel free to follow us on social media. For articles, original content, merchandise, and more, please go to www.comiccrusaders.com. Also follow along with all of the websites of the Comic Crusaders family. As always, if you like this content, please click like and subscribe to the Comic Crusaders YouTube channel.